Good afternoon and welcome to my case study analysis for the tower at PNC Plaza. The tower at PNC Plaza was the new corporate headquarters for PNC Bank and its associate companies. The final product cost $400 million and the building was 33 stories tall with 800,000 square feet under roof, home to 2,500 PNC employees, and eventually achieved a LEED Platinum accreditation. The defining characteristics of this project are a solar chimney, which acts in conjunction with an active facade and a passive HVAC system, along with occupancy-based lighting controls, all of which significantly reduce the energy footprint of this project. The City of Pittsburgh partnered with the 2030 Districts Program and publicly committed to a significant reduction in both energy and water consumption by the year 2030. PNC Corporation publicly stated that they are committed to similar goals. And in 2010, when they announced their intentions to develop their new headquarters, they further announced that the space would be the greenest skyrise in the world and exceed the requirements of the USGBC LEED Platinum certification. The project is located in downtown Pittsburgh, near the very best that downtown Pittsburgh has to offer. The project team was comprised of PNC Financial Services and PNC Realty as the owner and developer, Ginsler as the architect, PJ Dick as the contractor, and design consultants Happold Engineering and Paldino & Company as the green building consultant. The project scored 86 out of 110 possible LEED points, including 22 of 26 for sustainable site use, 10 out of 10 for water efficiency, and 25 of 35 available LEED points for energy and atmosphere. The sustainable features which were incorporated into this project are fairly impressive, as this building consumes 42% less energy than similar buildings and 77% less water than comparable projects. This equates to a reduction of roughly 7,700 tons of carbon dioxide per year. What's really interesting about this job is that PNC Bank was collecting sustainability from their branch banking locations for years, and the data indicated that green locations were more profitable. They then used this information to effectively sell the idea of sustainability to management for this project without much resistance. Integrated project design was a key success factor for this project because it allowed the general contractor to provide constructability, schedule, and cost feedback through every step of the design process. It made them a partner, and most importantly, it allowed them to construct a 1,200 square foot mock-up of the building, which determined that the facade did not operate the way it was supposed to, and allowed for remediation and revised design to happen prior to construction. PNC's development arm also used their real estate expertise to take advantage of tax credits that would equate to significant financial savings, facilitate regulatory approval, and gain incremental tax financing, all of which added to the bottom line and success of this project. In addition, the design and development teams were able to mathematically analyze the life cycle cost for the sustainable elements incorporated into the design and determined that the lighting system would save them roughly $160,000 a year when integrated with the BAS. The gray water system would save them roughly $180,000 a year, and the active facade and passive HVAC systems would return roughly $560,000 a year in energy savings. The payback period for all three of these systems exceeds the standard 10-year holding period. But the annual projected utility expense for this building is $1.9 million per year. At a projected savings of $907,000 a year, the sustainable systems certainly make sense, and they have a payback period of approximately 15 years each. Risk is inherent to development, and this project was no different. The design team had to partner with material manufacturers who are producing cutting-edge technologies in order to ensure that the sustainable components of the building would function as intended, and therefore the energy and tax credits would be available to them. In addition, the zoning and site approvals were contingent upon the gray water systems functioning as intended, and PNC Corporation would be liable for the improvement costs to the existing city infrastructure if the system did not work as it was supposed to. PNC financed and developed this project and therefore realized revenue from the loan interest and development fees. They also provide life cycle planning and publicly promote sustainability to mitigate risk for their clients. However, the year the project was completed, they published a document stating that they do not place a high level of priority on ESG products. They also don't provide any GR/ESB information, nor do they disclose any of their sustainability practices, auditing, or ESG leadership. In conclusion, we believe that the project team was integral to the overall success of the project, as was the data collected from previous PNC jobs and the integrated project delivery method. In addition, the developers' understanding and use of available tax incentives and their ability to perform a life cycle analysis to compare first construction cost to sustainable design systems and understand the true cost of ownership were also integral to this project. Integration of the design team and the building components, along with the appropriate transfer of risk through contracts to assign responsibility and mandate specific insurance coverages, were also key success factors. Finally, we'd like to say that PNC Corporation does have room for improvement of their ESG practices, but this project represents a significant effort by a corporation to demonstrate responsible governance and a triple bottom line approach to development. If PNC Corporation were to ask for our recommendation, we would suggest that they focus on indoor environmental quality and seek feedback from their employees and tenants as the final step in the development process. We would also suggest that they review and understand the requirements of the GRESB rating system and align their business practices with their published doctrine. We appreciate your time. This has been a Watermelon Margarita production in association with Black Lab Entertainment.